Enough is enough. Enough of the sexual abuse, of the violence, dehumanization, molestation, harassment, intimidation towards girls and women. The list is endless. My focus is on women because that is what I choose to speak on. I am a proud feminist, and women's rights are important to me. Without the women in the past who fought and gave their lives, we will not be here today. We will not have the voice that we have today to talk about these issues. This relates to me, to my sisters, my niece, my cousin, my female cousins, the women in the world, the young girl in another country, in Nigeria, in Afghanistan, in Iraq, in the northern part of Nigeria, everywhere in the world. When I hear or when I read things done to women and girls, it directly affects me. And I'm here to say, enough is enough. At the moment, it feels like we are going back to the Stone Age. It's as if everything that was fought for women, by women, is being lost. Men in the world are constantly reminding us that it's a man's word, and they determine if we'll live or if we'll perish. They determine how far we go in life. If it's not in Afghanistan where women are completely banned from leaving, from talking to a fellow woman, from seeing a male doctor, from talking to a man, a stranger, from going to school, banned from using mobile phones, banned from traveling, banned from living life, banned from doing anything, completely stripping the woman and the girl child of every basic human right. To Iraq, where at the moment the parliament, the Sharia or the Muslim parliament is considering reducing the marriageable age of girls from 18 or 16 to 9 years. Men are sat in the parliament making laws to reduce the age of girls that should be married from 18 or 16 to 9 years. And I say to myself, why don't you just marry the babies from the womb? When you do the scan and find out that that's fetus or that baby is a girl, why don't you just marry them directly from the womb? Because there's no point. A 9-year-old girl doesn't know anything about her body, about her choices, about anything. A 9-year-old girl has no idea what life is about. Tell me how she's supposed to be a wife to a man that is old enough to be her father. Tell me how she's able to have sexual intercourse at that age, get pregnant, go through the pregnancy stages for 9 months, birth a child, nurse that child when she herself is a child. Tell me how a woman in Afghanistan can go to school, can even communicate with a fellow woman, even in public and private. Men are sat somewhere making those laws every day to dehumanize women, to strip us of our autonomy. Workplaces tend to favor men over women, even when they're doing the same level of job. Everywhere in the world, it feels like men constantly remind us that they hate us, that they do not regard or value us as humans. Before we are women, we are first humans. And until the word comes to that acceptance, this inhuman act towards women will not stop. Every day in India, a girl is raped. She's sexually abused by a man. It could be her father, her brother, a friend, a stranger, her colleague. Giselle Pericotte in France, for over 10 years or counting, was sexually abused by her husband and over 70 men. He drugged her heavily. Placed an offer for men to come have sexual intercourse with his wife. And every time she would feel sick, she would complain, go to the doctor. He would accompany her to see the doctor and act like everything was normal. Meanwhile, he was the one doing so much harm, doing that level of harm to his wife. Recording the videos, keeping the videos, and she had to watch those videos. And she said that she doesn't even know how she can move on with her life at 72. A man she's been married to for 50 years and have children with. Is it the constant reminder that we're nothing without men, that we are basically a tool for childbearing and to cater to the home and whatever that the man pleases? Is it the cultural beliefs, the norms in the families that separate the boy and the girl and train them differently and imbibe in the girl that her life is all for the man? Or is it the the horrible mentality and mindset that girls have, that they feel like without a man they are nothing, they are not complete? Is it the constant religious laws that always, every time, attack the woman and not the man? I was having a chat with somebody and he reminded me that even the fights that the feminists had in the past, if the men did not approve them, they wouldn't have existed. He reminded me that my speaking out in public, that my leaving, is because the man approved it. When I talk about women's rights, I break down a lot because out of 10 women you come across and you speak to, 10 have been abused sexually. 10 are damaged. And the thing is that this has a ripple effect. It doesn't just end with the art. The man goes, he's moving on with his life, he's doing his thing, he even gets married, he even has kids. But the girl grows into a woman, the woman grows older, but the damage is done and never leaves her. She never forgets. It is imprinted in her life forever. And whoever she comes across with, unconsciously, she passes that damage to them. The effect of sexual abuse is underestimated by people in the world. That is why the laws in most countries, even in Nigeria, do not give cogent and stringent punishment to sexual abusers. They literally let them go. When you call these people out, you're basically ruining your life, your future, and everything. Essay Walter allegedly accused a pastor in Nigeria. I don't care for his name. I'm not going to mention his name. It's inconsequential to me. And she was condemned, rejected, denied of justice. A lot was done to her. Recently, I saw her post where she said she has forgiven him. She's forgiven this pastor of a very big church in Nigeria. She's forgiven him and she's let go, and that she's not his victim. That is something so big and courageous of her to have done, because I don't think I could have done that. I don't think that I could have been able to let go. It is hard to see that person every day walking free, living free, and I carry the brunt of his wrong. A lot of people are roaming the world with pain that do not get justice. A lot of people are scared to even leave, to even share anything. Is it the kids that are abused at school by their teachers, by their nannies, by their helps, by their parents, by their cousins, relations, family members? They abuse it in church, in mosque, everywhere. The point of this video is women are tired. We are crying every day. We come out on social media and what do they call us? Misandrists, men haters. They're not listening to the pain. They're not listening to the point that we're making. They tend to remind us that violence is not gender-based. They tend to tell us don't generalize these things. They tend to say it's not all men. They tend to say, oh, evil has no gender. We're not saying that is what it is. We are aware of all these things. But all we are saying is listen to us, understand us, hear us, show compassion, be empathic, call out violence from your fellow men, call out those rape, sexual abuse, jokes, and content, call them out. Fight. Eliminate this nonsense going on. And I trust and I believe that it would reduce to a large degree. The government, the policies made for women are not strong enough. The churches, the mosque, the religious organizations, the patriarchy and the misogynistic mentality runs deep in these organizations that are supposed to be law-abiding and religious and morals and values, but they do not have those things. They embrace the men, pamper the men, coddle them, and then the standards set for the women are so high, you're wondering why. A man does something, he's patted on the back. Oh, it's a man's word. A man will be a man. Boys will be boys. A girl does the same thing and she's torn into shreds. She's condemned completely. She's hung on a cross and killed if possible. It is too much. We are tired. We are tired. The constant abuse, neglect, pain, unresolved cases. It's a lot. It's a lot. We really need to do better as a society, as a people, and as the world in general. We need each other. That's the truth. We need each other. And until we come to that understanding and acceptance, this evil done to women and to girls will not stop. My heart goes out to all the women in Afghanistan, to the women in Iraq and other countries where women are abused on the daily, where women are hurt every day, where women are stripped of their rights, basic human rights every day, where women are going through femicide in India, in South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, everywhere in the world. My heart goes out to those women and their families, and I hope that one day the world will be kinder to women and our bodies will not be theirs to control. Our bodies will be ours and ours alone. Thank you for watching, and use your platform to speak for the truth. Whenever you can, educate people around you, educate the boys, educate the girls. Use your voice to speak for the truth. Spread the truth and contribute positively to a better world. That is my message for today. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. I'm a proud feminist. I speak for women's rights, and I will never stop. I love you all.